doing the field operation video, that sooner or later that my system will be solar powered. And we're here today to show that. And I have, for the starter, my mobile setup right here with solar power panel, 100 watt panel, and I'm all set up. And I got 2 radios here that can be powered right there with the battery and the charge controller, and got a voltmeter. I saw these meters here on YouTube, on a video I saw on YouTube, and I like the way they function and what they give me, so I got me a couple of them, and they seems to work pretty good. As you can see, this is my wire and everything, and this radio here right now is plugged into the battery, which is connected. It's on, and this is a battery eliminator, so you can use a handheld on it. This radio here, same thing, just plug it in right here. You can run your mobile or any radio. And again, the Anderson power poles makes a lot of this possible. Now, in the other segment, I talked about my base station being solar power, and I want to show everybody. This is what I put together. These are 200 watt panels. I built the frame with used lumber and then painted it. I think it came out looking pretty good. And it runs through the wires. I used a 10 gauge wire, brought it in through the window. As you can also see, I've got a little 20 watt panel in the window that I like to play with in the morning hours when I got the sun on this side of the house. And in the house, if you want to follow me to the inside of the house, I also got another little solar panel right here that I can take as an extra that I got. And there's a charge controller sitting right here, 20 amp charge controller. And then in the house, this is what I did in the house. Now we're here in my room, and in the other video, I told you guys that sooner or later, someday, I plan to have solar power on my radios and run off grid with my radios. Well, if you look underneath the desk here, if you can see what I got down there, those are 201 amp hour deep cycle batteries. And then right over here is the charge controller for the solar panels that you saw outside. This all comes in, it's connected up with these batteries. And then it comes into my spaghetti right here. Here, except for the clock, is solar power. And if you look, the power supplies are still here, but they're not turned on. They're off, and they've been off for almost 2 months now. But I still keep them on hand. And even the scanner is run on solar power. And if lights go out, I still got this light. It's connected to the solar panel with 12 volt light bulb. I just converted it and to make it all work. But right now this one's on, that's on, and the solar power is powering it. And if you look right here, I got a little digital meter right here that gives me my voltage on the batteries, and it holds right there. As you see, it just came up a little bit. Throughout the day, it'll come up to 13.8, 13.9 to 14. And the only thing I haven't been able to do yet is I still got all my handhelds right here, but they still have to be plugged in for the chargers, so I can't put them on solar power. But But this is what I got. And then here's my boxes for do that stuff, and still got that. And here I've got some of these stuff for battery eliminators and that for going out in the field, and extra coax cables. Well, this whole video is to show that I'm now operating off grid, and what I set up to do that with. And like I told you, said in the other video, that I was going to be off grid, and there it is. Alright, we're back outside again, and there's a couple more things I'd like to show you guys that I have done. I got these little voltmeters here, and I thought they're good to have because they're digital and they got big numbers on them. And I put it together with a wire. As you can see the wire, I got alligator clips. On my battery, I made two little tabs that I mount on the batteries. There's one here and one here. And these I recommend color coded like I did, so you don't connect. But I can connect and gives me my voltage on the battery. I also have this little meter here, but I think it's always good to have a couple like that. I've done the same thing on the batteries that are underneath the desk, and I have the voltmeter on there. In fact, I use the same 2 meters on the house as I got right here. And the other thing I want to talk about is but he's standing over there. Came up with this design to mount the panel to be able to tilt it. This was all handmade with used lumber. His design, I told him he should patent it so nobody could steal his idea. But as you see, it holds the panel. These come off. They have a little adjustment right here. See right here where you can just readjust them. But I like to use a lot of used lumber. And it's hinged, so when it's done, you just fold it together, and then you can carry it by the handle. And I got this piece of wood here so I can tie my wire to when it's folded up. But simple construction out of used lumber. You don't have to spend a lot of money on it. Maybe buy some screws. But as you can see, it works. It holds that panel. It can sit like that. And works very well. And stay right there. And you guys, come here, Selena.
No.
Come here.
No.
No, come here, come here, come here.
No.
Get a picture of her real quick, Jeff.
Don't you dare!
Look. There, look at that. That's how you get rid of your kids. You threaten them with a camera. She ran. But I wanted to introduce you guys to my beautiful daughter, Selena. There's my daughter running because she's camera shy. Run, Selena. But and the other thing, you know, I got this set up where I've got in my truck and my car, I've got the Anderson power pole set up where I can plug this onto the battery, and I can use my setup in the truck and keep my battery in the vehicle charged if I use the setup that's in my truck versus this setup. And it'll keep the battery charged in the truck, and I don't have to jump in the truck and start it every once in a while. That's about all I have for you folks. And then they're split, so when you crimp them and flatten it out, then I just bend it over they make perfect tabs for stuff like that. And they're to make and just make it out of things that I have here at the house. But that's what they're made out of, you know. So if you're curious what I used, well, that's what I used to do it with, you know. And nice tab there to clamp onto. And as you see, the same things are used here to connect this wire to it too. So multiple uses, not just for wires, you can use them for anything. And that's my striker radio, and it connects this radio here, battery eliminator, you know, connected. But and with this, I hope you guys get some info from what I've done. And if you know, I get a lot of info for my project by watching YouTube, and I hope that I can provide the same thing to everybody who sees my videos.